Hey parents, thanks for clicking on this video. It'll only take a couple minutes and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this. This year, as I was trying to figure out how best to partner with you as you raise your families, I decided that maybe it would be beneficial if we talked for a minute about the things that have been really hard. COVID brought on a lot of extra challenges when it came to parenting, and I am by no means an expert on that, but I figured that since I'm not, I would reach out to somebody who is. So I reached out to my friends at Cornerstone Counselling in Edmonton, and I asked them if they'd be willing to partner with us on a short video series for parents about how to do a couple things when it comes to COVID and parenting. The couple of things that I asked them to focus on in these videos was, first of all, how to parent kids through a pandemic and how to parent them if they're having big emotions like anxiety or depression or just different things like that. And second of all, how to parent them as we come out of COVID. COVID restrictions are starting to end here and there, and so we're seeing that things are starting to change. And change is good, but also it comes with a lot of difficult things. So I asked my friends at Cornerstone Counselling to offer some advice on how best to help our kids through that. Now I'm going to pass it off to my friend Anne Renee, and I hope that these videos are really beneficial to you throughout your parenting journey.
Hi parents, my name is Anne Renee Shurjang, and I'm a registered therapeutic counselor from Cornerstone Counselling in Edmonton. Over the years, I have had the opportunity to work with many children, teens, and their families. I also have 2 young kids of my own, so trust me when I tell you, I know that parenting can be challenging. It has been especially challenging over the past 2 years as we have tried to navigate the uncertainty of COVID. And the pressures that our children have faced as a result has definitely taken its toll. For our younger children, these times have been confusing, and they've likely created increased stress and anxiety for many of our little ones. Here's the good news. Not all stress is bad. In fact, having a bit of gradual stress within our lives actually helps us to learn how to better manage and cope, even for our youngest children. I'd like to take a few minutes to share with you a few helpful tips and tricks that I have learned along the way on my journey as a counselor, a child development specialist, and especially as a mom. Did you know that the single most important thing that we as parents and caregivers can do is to simply spend time with our kids? Even spending a few minutes each day giving our children our full attention can have incredibly positive and long-lasting outcomes. Creating a warm and secure attachment can make all the difference. Included in that positive attachment, we want to make sure that we are validating our children's emotions. Usually for our younger kids, their emotional vocabulary doesn't go much past happy, mad, or sad. But it's important for us to listen to what they have to say and allow them to share how they're feeling, even if it seems ridiculous or just plain wrong. Let's let them share their emotions openly, letting them know that we hear what they're saying and that we are there to support them through it. Now, for some of you, you might be wondering how to manage more challenging emotions, things like anxiety or anger. Maybe your child has become increasingly nervous to leave you since COVID, or feels unsure about all of the new changes to current restrictions that seem to be coming. Maybe your child seems to experience a lot of big emotions, sometimes becoming agitated or even aggressive. Many parents have struggled and are struggling with similar challenges. If your child feels nervous about leaving you, or maybe is unsure about how things will look post-COVID, it might be helpful to slowly ease them into things. Keep in mind that some stress helps us to learn to better adapt and to cope. Trying to leave the house for a brief moment, for example, to walk to the mailbox, and maybe then in a few days, taking a 10-minute walk around the block. From there, you might try leaving the house for a half an hour or so, and so on. You could apply the same strategies to post-COVID uncertainties. Start with short outings, maybe outside, and then gradually ease in to longer visits, maybe inside. You could use fun outings to help practice, things like going to the park or having a night out at the movies. By slowly easing our children into these challenging situations, we help them to learn important coping skills going forward, and all the while reminding them that we are there for them throughout this journey. Now, if you feel as though your child seems to be experiencing some big emotions, maybe some outbursts at times, one of the most important things that you can do to assist them through that moment is to simply be there with them. We call this co-regulation, being a present and calming force. This does not necessarily mean that we try to help create solutions or try to find out what's going on. It simply means sitting with them in that challenging moment, modeling what calm looks like. Another fun and helpful tool that we can use is something called a toolkit. This is a box filled with certain items that will enhance our child's ability to calm. This toolbox can include things like tactile fidgets, a picture book to look at, maybe music to listen to, or a small snack, perhaps something with a nice aroma. Choose items that suit your child, both in terms of their unique personality, as well as their age and developmental level. This toolbox can allow our children to take initiative in their own calming process. The last tip that I want to offer is the idea of intentional breathing. Oftentimes, when our kids begin to get anxious or upset about something, their breathing becomes more quick and shallow, as it does for us adults as well. A fun way to try and combat this is to have your child grab their favorite stuffy and lay down on a flat surface. Have them place their stuffy on their belly and begin to breathe. The idea is that if their breaths are deep enough, they will be able to see their stuffy rise and lower, indicating nice, big breaths. Always remember that you are not alone, parents. Use supports around you, whether that means talking to a friend or a family member, joining a parenting class or group, or seeking out more intentional assistance. There are resources available. Cornerstone Counselling is an amazing resource that is currently offering online, phone, and in-person sessions. Please check out our website for more information. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was beneficial to you, and I also hope that you were able to take something going forward in your parenting journey. I also just want to once again thank the people at Cornerstone Counselling for helping us out with this project. Thanks for watching again, and hope to see you on Sunday.